What up, everybody? This is Chef Rock Harper, and you're tuned in to At the Bar Radio. Spill something nice.
Yeah, you know what it is. Positive vibes only. It's DJ Nasty Nice, Mr. Certified, 930 Certified Entertainer. Official coalition DJs did, and y'all know what it is. And I'm tuned in to At the Bar Radio. Hey, if you ain't right here, you ain't nowhere, man. Let's get it.
What up, y'all? It's your girl C Note, the half of the bars, Pretty Thug Gang, and we out here at the Bar Radio. At the Bar Radio. What you doing? We outside. We out here. We at the bar.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's Alexis Limelight. Hey, yo, if you haven't already, make sure you go check my folks out at the Bar Radio, hottest radio station out of the DC area. If you just want to vibe out, or if you're an artist looking for some extra exposure, make sure you tap in with my folks at the Bar Radio.
You don't spend time with the dog, Anthony. The dog don't know his name. Watch this. Coco. Where the fuck is he going? You don't spend time with the... Anyway, hey, what's up, y'all? It's your man, Joe Clear. Listen, you are at the bar, watching At the Bar, because I'm at the bar, and we raising the bar. And those bars! What's up, y'all? Uptown XO. Make sure y'all tune into At the Bar Radio, man. You already know. Yeah.
Hey y'all, it's Melissa B. Neal and you're listening to At the Bar Radio.
Right. Boy, BJ, and you tune in to At the Bar Radio. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Super Dave, aka Mr. Incredible, and I'm always rocking with my brother Rakeem, aka 151 at the bar radio. Check it out.
Shout out to At the Bar Radio. You know, we in the zone always. Crown that.
Hey, what's up? What's going on? You already know when the hog goes. The neighborhood Rudy Spray, the associate of hip hop, Remo Marak, your At the Bar podcast. How you not listening to them? How you not watching them? Listen, at the end of the day, you're not watching that, you're not listening to that, you're not Remo approved. It's hand over the eyes. It's the two words.
What's up, Chris Bar Radio here with Ace Hill. As you can see, he's already at the bar. He got some surprise. But I got to say, we just see Ace Hill and Lil J gonna do. I got some shit like just your home and stuff. I appreciate that.
Yeah, at the Bar Radio.
Yo. What's going on?
What's happening? Peace.
What's going on? Another episode of At the Bar. It's your man 151. Back in the building. Getting a little echo. Turn some shit down.
Yeah.
Yo. So we got a special guest going. Now, I gotta start the show off with an apology. Because this gentleman was supposed to be here a while ago. And I want to say I was sorry because I was sick. My face was like swollen. So good. I was like, I can't do a show like that. But he was understanding. He was humble about it. But you know, we had to reroute it. It was a crazy weekend because that particular weekend, not only did I have to keep going back to the urgent care, they sent me home with an IV. The next day, I had to go out for my nephew's fifth birthday. I had to go out to go back to the urgent care and then take the IV out, then go to Maryland for the Maryland State Fair to take him there with him and my sister and my other and the two twins, and then come back to go back to urgent care.
God,
so that was all over.
Yeah. With the wisdom tooth and all that.
So,
yeah.
And then it was the funniest joint was, So the lady was like, "Oh, you don't have the IV no more." I was like, "I was around kids. I
I'm
can't
like,
walk
I'm
around with an
come on,
IV."
bro. Nah, for real.
So she was like, "Oh, we gotta put it back in your arm." I was like, "Yeah, I kind of figured that."
Yeah.
So she was like, "Oh," the doctor came in and was like, "Oh, you know, I was thinking we might not have to do that." I was like, "Bet." He was like, "Oh, but you already got it out, so just go ahead and stick them." I was like, "What the hell? That's some bullshit."
Like, what? That's that doc. That's what you know a lot of doctors be. Shout out to the doctors, but you know.
But I'm much better now. I'm much better now.
That's what's up.
That's what matters, man. Yeah, for sure.
So I do appreciate you having patience with us.
Yeah, man. I be working, so you know I work hard like at this craft. So like sometimes time don't even exist. So I be like a week ago by and I'm working on something, and it's like, oh shit, I gotta do something.
So I know who you are, but introduce yourself to the audience, please.
I'm Thread Hampton. I'm from PG County, Maryland. I'm an artist. I would like to call myself the jack of all trades, because he is the master of all. You know what I mean? But I'm an artist. I do music, movies. I write poetry. I direct. I act a little bit. I'm with my collective. You know what I'm saying? It's TSB here today, but the whole umbrella is Retro Mob. You know what I mean? We got Left Lane. We got Global.
We interviewed Left Lane.
Oh yeah, you did.
We interviewed Left Lane. We interviewed Troll.
Yep.
Oh yeah, those are brothers, right?
Yeah, those are brothers. So yeah, both of them, those Left Lane.
Shout out Left Lane.
Shout out Left Lane. Then we got Jay Wayne, you know what I'm saying? He do all our tattoos. You know what I mean? And then we got Janky Society, you know what I mean? They do the undercover work, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then shout out Leno, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
And then you feel me?
Yeah.
That's the introduction to me and where I come from, you know what I mean, in terms of artistry and things like that.
Okay, and then the gentleman beside you, introduce yourself, sir, because you're an artist too.
Yeah, what it do? My name Clean Water Jenkins. Well, they call me Clean Water Jenkins.
That's
You
what
feel me? Clean Water Jenkins, you feel me? But I'm from South Side of DC, you dig? And I just love this music shit, for real. That's all I know how to do. Yeah, for real.
See, one of the things here is like, we at the bar, we always, like, if you're an artist, you know, we want to talk to you.
For sure.
You know, and we'll give you a proper interview too. I know you didn't really come prepared for it. I was just like, oh, but I already, when you said your name Clearwater, I'd heard the name before from Troll. So
Clean Water.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no doubt.
I heard your name from Troll, so I was like, okay, well,
For sure.
let's just make it happen since you're here.
Yeah, we can always make it happen.
Yeah.
You know, and we'll give you a proper one because I know this is, you know, stress joint, but definitely want to give you some shine too.
Yeah, for my brother right now, you feel me? I came to support you, dig? You know, I see it.
So you said some interesting things. Definitely from the poetry, which is really deep, because I started poetry probably before I started rap.
Mm-hmm.
And on my arm, I got 2 poems that I wrote.
Word. Okay, you just gave me an idea.
So I'll tell a quick story. I always tell quick stories. But when I was getting my first tattoo, somebody came to me and was like, yo, whatever you put on your body, whatever you put, it's permanent. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay. So then I thought about it, and I was like, I want to put something of meaning.
For sure.
So I wrote a poem. I wrote my joint called Footsteps based off the poem Footprints.
Okay.
So then I did this other poem that got published on like poetry.com years ago, and it was in a book and it was published, and it's called Love Child, and it describes love as being an abusive child. And I got that one tattooed on my arm.
That's tough.
That's deep.
Dig that.
I rock with that.
That's why I only got 2 tattoos. You gotta have meaning, you feel me?
Yeah.
My brother was be trying to bitch me on that, but it's all cool.
I'm about to say, I got my right arm, like in terms of like meaningful, like my right arm is for all my meaningful stuff, you feel me? Then my left arm is for like, you know, the cartoons and all the stuff that I love. It's meaningful, but it's more playfully based, let's say, or
Same time.
have you?
Well, it's funny because as you can tell, they can't tell, but y'all can tell this. Like comic books, cartoons, all that. That's my forte.
Yeah, for sure.
Even comic books and cartoons have a deeper meaning.
Mm-hmm.
People always ask me what my favorite character is, and it's the Hulk. And they were like, why? Because I could relate to that. I could relate as a black man walking around being angry all the time.
You gotta turn it on and off.
I can feel that.
I can relate to wanting peace and people just stressing you. I can relate to that, his problems. I can relate to that feel of you don't want that monster to get out and people to see you in that way, because once you step over a certain line, it's like, okay, now when it's on, it's on.
Yeah, he's a monster.
But the crazy thing is he a monster or is he a child? Because when you look at his actions, he's more of a child than a monster, but we see a monster because
You're big,
exactly.
right?
And people, I understand being misunderstood.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, so like I said, cartoons and stuff have meaning.
For sure, they definitely do. That's why I like him.
Definitely. A lot of people will dismiss cartoons as being childish or kid-like, but that's a lot of deeper meaning to
Yeah,
it.
for sure. Anime too.
Anime is very deep, very deep.
Yeah.
I was just watching Bleach, the new season of
I gotta
Bleach.
start Bleach. Yeah.
I ain't really deep.
Anime will teach you some real life lessons. I'm trying to tell you.
I ain't really deep.
Anime will have a message in it, and then you won't get it until you watch the very end.
For sure.
And then you be like, damn, that shit was deep for a
Yeah,
person.
yeah,
Like, they didn't write this for a kid. They didn't write this for a kid. They wrote this for,
Understanding.
the
honestly.
understanding.
Yeah.
Like, one of my first things in anime was watching Michael Jackson's Scream video. And I didn't know the name of the anime, but when I wound up finding it was Akira, which is very deep.
Oh, wow.
And when I actually watched it, it was
Tro gonna
was
trip
very
out. I
deep.
never seen the character. He gonna trip out.
Yeah,
but I
he
say that
really
shit.
mad at us because he been telling
been
us to
telling
watch
us to
that
watch that shit.
Yo,
Hey,
that
my
shit
fault,
is
bro.
deep, dog.
telling us to watch
Akira
that.
is very, very deep.
I seen a couple clips from that joint.
Yeah, I
But
definitely
see,
have.
that's what happened. I remember watching the Scream video, and I was like, yo, whatever cartoon is that? That shit's fire.
Yeah. Kanye was big inspired by that movie or wherever it was, the anime too.
Yeah.
A lot of his stuff was inspired. I saw like something on the internet, you know how it is, but like
Yeah.
the polos and all that, like his colorways and stuff like
Yeah.
that was inspired by Akira. That's pretty cool.
Akira's deep. I definitely would like it.
I'm gonna watch that.
And also watch one of my favorites was it Prince Moki or something like that. But it's deep.
Word. You have to, I'm gonna write that down. But yeah, I'm here, man. It's Hampton, man. So what's up?
So
We at the bar, yeah.
what got you into music, man?
First, I'm gonna say it like this. Shout out to my family, my parents. You know what I mean? They the music has always been in me. I didn't know until obviously I'm gonna explain, but always listening to music. Like every form of music, you got jazz, you got rock, soft rock, gospel. It don't matter. Like I done heard it. You feel me? And like for a long time, I would just listen to music, and I ain't really tap in. And then, my brother's here. We started kicking it with each other. You feel me? For real. And then, we would freestyle here and there, but it wasn't like I want to rap. These niggas was the rappers to me. And so, like, I was just on the cam, you feel me? Like I said, always being able to freestyle. The poetry, I started poetry at 13, you know what I mean? But I did that, like, almost undercover, because when we was young, you ain't gonna be out here writing love poems and shit. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, they not having that. The world, you know what I mean? I'm hooping, bro. What's up? Like, you feel me? Like, so that was the main thing. So I was always writing, having the ability to play with words and bend them to my advantage, and then start kicking it with niggas. Oh, you should rap, bro. I'm like, no, I'm not a rapper. That's you got that. This nigga was nice, bro. Like when we, you know what I'm saying, like early on when we start developing this whole thing, like he was rapping and I'm like, you know, I'm there, but
Man, this nigga was scared.
he said,
Man, I would say it like that because that's my brother. You feel me? But it's like he know it was like I seen the potential in him. You feel me? When he ain't see it in himself. But after a while, because you know we all go through things. You feel me? But at the end of the day, you gotta see the positive aspect of things, and he could really rap. And I seen that. And I was like, you gonna rap one day, bro.
I mean, the funny thing is about music is it builds such lasting friendships. Like me and my homeboy, I call him my DJ because I met him and he was my DJ back when we was in high school.
Kid.
He's DJ'd all my family events. From my aunt's anniversary parties to kids. Like last year, my nephew, when he turned 4, he DJ'd the event. It just builds, music is one of those things that builds bonds that not everybody is meant to understand or can understand.
And they're not going to.
I was about to say,
Exactly.
they never will.
They never will. And even if they try to, it don't really matter because we understand what's going on. You feel me?
I'm about to say, also, the thing about the music and, well, you know, with relationships, it's like the music is just it's just an addition, for real, you know what I mean? Like, there's like, the mob stands for Madoff Bonds, you feel me? So, our bonds are stronger, like, you know, without the music, you take the music out, like, you know, we still this, but the music, like you said, it adds on to those, like, long-lasting relationships because, you know, you making music together and there's energy in music, you know what I mean? And, like,
it's powerful energy in music.
For sure. And, like, just to add on, you know, really to answer your question, it was this nigga and Mac Miller dying really what pushed me to start rapping because, man, I was in college, I was hooping, man, found out my roommate, shout out JB, you know what I'm saying? I wake up in the morning, this nigga's looking at me, I'm like, bro, what, bro? Like, we already dealing with a whole bunch of bullshit at the school, you know what I'm saying, daily, so I'm thinking it's some, you know, somebody checked I stole us out. I ain't even trying to put them out there. Matter of fact, we should. Anyways. But basically, he told me Mac died, and I was just like devastated because I was one of my like favorite rappers. Like I used to tell niggas Kendrick, Cole, Joey Badass, and Mac Miller. Like that was my new school, like, you know, favorite rappers growing up. And shout out to MF Doom, but that's the old school. But we'll get to that. And then, like, you know, I came back home from the school. It didn't really go well. And then, like, I come back home. Niggas at home already, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, what's up? I'm back. And, you know, they kind of had the ball rolling towards this whole movement that we have going now. So it just, you know, it kind of pushed me to do it. And then me and Clean recorded a song called The Basement. It's on SoundCloud. Y'all can go check it out. Don't, though, because...
I ain't gonna check that shit.
Yeah, check it out.
Nah, check it out because
yeah.
What's old to you is new to somebody else.
Facts. You right. Check that joint out. You hear me? But we recorded it, and you know, months go by, and me and bro, we were sitting at the park, we chilling, we smoking. He was like, "You know what, Hampton? You gonna rap?" That's like he said, and I'm like, "No, I'm not, bro." He said, "You want people to hear that song?" And at the time, I loved the song. He said, "You want people to hear it? You gotta drop it." I was like, shit, okay, well, and that was it. Like, I had to, if I wanted people to hear, you know, my talent at that time, you know, what I thought I was talented enough to drop, he said, I gotta drop it if I want people to hear it. So I said, okay. I already had the name Thread Hampton, you feel me? That's a power move for me. Like, I chose that name because, you know, if you don't know why I chose the name, do your research, but I chose that name to pick up basically a mantle. Like, it's big shoes to fill. You feel me? But yeah, for sure. But I took it because I said, okay, I'm gonna make something out of this name right here. So starting to rap and starting to do, you know, my directing and all of that stuff, like it just kind of like blossomed. And I dropped that jump 2020. I ain't looked back since.
Okay, all right, cool. You have such a passion for it.
Yeah, for sure. I love this shit.
So now, same question. What started you to rap?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you. It's not a spectator sport, sir.
Damn. Alright, so I always been into music ever since a kid. I got my first drum set when I was like 3. You know what I'm saying? And then ever since then, I mainly did sports, but I always listened to music. So like my mom's was more of a R&B neo soul woman. You know what I'm saying? So she like all the Mary J. Blige and Alicia Keys or whatever was Erykah Badu and stuff. My dad, on the other hand, he was like a '90s hip hop head for real. So like Onyx and like his nickname for me Ant Bomb, and so it's basically from Bone Thugs and Harmony type style because he's. I guess that was his favorite jump back then, so he just called me Ant Bomb for the rest of my life for real. And so it was like music was always in me, and then I was going through a lot of stuff. I moved with my father, and I got forced in the choir type time, and because I was in the band, I was playing a whole bunch of instruments because I love music. You know what I'm saying? I play percussion mainly, but yeah, I was just got forced in the choir, realized could hear notes perfectly and stuff, just hear what I like, you feel me? And so when I basically went through college, dropped out for my freshman year, when I came back, I was trapping, you feel me? I was big trapping. So it was like, I know how to do this music stuff, you feel me? And I love this music stuff, so I'm gonna make this joint work, you feel me? So I just started going hard with this shit. You feel me? That's mainly yeah. One of my biggest inspirations is my brother Wani 7 and my brother Twan. Shout out Twan. But they mainly had a big inspiration on my rapping too, cause my brother Wani out Philly type time.
Okay.
And my blood brother Twan, he in the city, but he was just rapping all the time, And I started rapping when I wrote my first song when I was like 13, but like. I don't even remember what happened to that jump for real.
Play the clip.
But yeah, so it was really just installed in me for a minute. My granddad got me into jazz for real. So
jazz one of the best genres ever created.
So he really like inspired me in my music heavily for real. Like that's one of the main people as well. And my sound for real. So
okay, alright. Alright, well Mr. Hampton, you say you do all these other things. What did you start first? The filming and
well, poetry started first.
Poetry started first.
The idea of being a director started at around the same time. Now, I didn't put forth any effort towards it. I always just would see movies and be like, "Ooh, damn! You see that shot right there? You see that angle?" I took multimedia like my senior year in high school. We had to shoot commercials and shit like that. But so basically the poetry and the idea to be a director started first, and then I would write some raps for my cousin and shit. But it wasn't nothing too serious. Like I still got them joints on my phone low key, but that's not gonna happen. But it's like, it was really the poetry first, and then it just kind of like blossomed from there. Obviously. I'm 25, you know what I'm saying? So, like, our generation doing certain things in certain eras was not cool. Like, watching anime, writing poems, like, certain shit was not cool. You was gonna get bullied straight up. So, it's like, I will be undercover with my shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm an athlete, too. So, everything I'm doing is behind closed doors. And when I come out, I'm like, I'm a hooper, bro. I play basketball, I play football. Like, you can't make fun of me. But, yeah, so it really started with the poems, and then the idea to direct.
You ever did any open mics with your poetry?
Not with my poetry specifically. I've done open mics, but I was rapping.
Okay.
At this point, I'm trying to put my name out there. Like, I got poems. We got some. You know what I'm saying, with some spoken word. But I'm trying to put the message that I have out as a rapper. You know what I mean? Then I could put another direct message in a movie, and then I could put it somewhere else in another medium on a piece of clothing. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to box it in.
So nowadays, you know, you gotta have a little bit something more than rap. What else are you gonna bring to the table when you know, because you gotta have solid music, and people still won't pay attention. Let's be honest, because people attention span fuck the greatest.
For sure.
And you could have whack music, and people are like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, for sure.
So what else do you want to bring to the, like what
You saying?
how are you gonna package yourself to try to get that extra light on you?
Honestly, the package is basically what I explained. Like, if you whatever you see or hear first is the beginning of what you get from me. So let's say we hear the music from me first. Okay, cool. You like that? The rap. If you hear a rap song from me, then there's also like jazz type songs. Then there's also like spoken word type songs where, you know what I'm saying, it's just my voice and 3 of my voices on the back. You know what I mean? And a little beat back there, and that's the song. You know what I mean? And it's like, so that's why saying I'm a rapper. That's why I always just tell niggas like I'm a rapper, but I'm just an artist that raps. Honestly, you know what I mean? So like, it's what you asked me. You said.
No, you was explaining everything. You was
all right.
Yeah. You good.
All right, man.
You just forgot mid-sentence.
I was like, oh. Hey. But
like, what package would you bring? Would you
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
it's basically like, it's if you hear the music from me first, then that's what you hear. But when I walk into a room, the ability, I call myself a genius. So it's like the ability to direct, the ability to act in front, you know, in front of the camera, producing. I make beats now. You know what I'm saying? I just have an overall package. Even like my major was communications in school because I have my associate's degree. So it's like my major was communications. I've sat in certain rooms, talked to certain people. I had to do, you know, on-site interviews and stuff like that at school. So it's kind of like when I get there in those certain rooms, it's like, hey, whatever you need from me, whatever hat you need me to put on, honestly, I can do that 99% of the time. 98% of the time. 99% of the time. Yeah. For sure. It's a whole package when you hear the name. Because, you know.
For sure.
Also shout out to my brother Jay Lamb. You know what I'm saying? I know he probably watching this joint in the crib and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you too, yeah.
We're gonna do a quick music break and play about 2 videos real quick.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back.
Hey, cuz I was explaining that shit. I said,
he said, where was I?
what the fuck? I used to work all day.
Oh, man. Hit your boy. What you get?
At this moment said, yeah, he knew. He fucked up.
Left Lane Video is private now? What the hell?
You said left lane?
Yeah.
So you can play one of my joints.
I got one of your joints. We gonna play that. We got you.
My bad.
He said, that's your enemy.
Hey, I fuck with the Tapestry joints. They looking hard. I fuck with them joints.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna be take pictures at.
Oh, okay. Okay, sweet.
I ain't like her roll up in here.
DC Balls.
Don't talk about it.
Yeah. I'm on the go moving fast. O's up on O's on the dash. I am not finishing last. I got these whole niggas mad. Yeah. I'm getting straight to the cash. 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 You can't believe it. They call me conceited. All I do is stick to the plan. Yeah. That's all I eat is on this cause I need it. I just had to stack with some fans. Yeah. I'm getting straight to the cash. 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 I throw that straight in the stash. You want that work? I got time. I got moves. You know you gotta pay in advance. Bet I pull up on your bitch. I told her there ain't no pants. And I know that cover no side, but I strive to survive. But she fighting the mask. steer. I took my game to the max, it's a pack that was still being fly delirious. I'm on the go moving fast. O's upon O's on the dash. I am not finishing last. I got these whole niggas mad. Yeah. I'm getting straight to the cash. 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 You can't believe it, they call me conceited. All I do is stick to the plan. Yeah. That's all I eat is on this cause I need it. I just had to stack with some bands. Yeah. I'm getting straight to the cash. 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 Get up out the way, I gotta earn. Pockets looking like the mother earth. They don't wanna miss shit, they just wanna get rich. Tricking for a follow on the purse. I've been on the prowl and I'm alert. Now they wanna swallow, wanna flirt. Wish it on the hit stick, dripping like a slick rig. Mission for the diamonds in the world. But y'all wanted them grinding until the end. After about 100,000 and go again. If shawty want me, she gotta come with a friend. I'm about $1, that's all that be making sense. Once I got it, you know that I locked in. Get the talking, my niggas, they pop lit. It's like I had the lotto as soon as I drop it. A lot of y'all be rapping, but tell them they not this. I'm on the go moving fast. O's upon O's on the dash. I am not finishing last. I got these whole niggas mad. Yeah. I'm getting straight to the cash. 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 You can't believe it, they call me conceited. All I do is stick to the plan, yeah. Guess I'm not eating this on this cause I need it. I just had to stack me some bands, yeah. I'm getting straight to the cash. I'm getting straight to the cash. I'm getting straight to the cash. I'm getting straight to the cash, yeah.
Okay, yo, this one, you know, I'm going to be a little biased because I actually shot this video. Shout out to my man Super Dave. We got Joe Clear in this joint. My girl Melissa V. Neal, and Uptown That Song, Daily Prayer.
You said it.
Honor to the Most High. Most guys wouldn't even get this close. I know I can't let this opportunity float by. Bending knees, folded hands, closed eyes. God, I done been through so much stress and pain, and in the end I know I only got myself to blame. This world influence is heavy, especially in this game, but in my darkest hour I know there's still power in your name. God, in this world there's so much suffering and violence, but in your word I know there's comfort and guidance. Made a promise, though the darkness might not be behind us, the truth is the light, and if you look for it, you'll always find it. That's nice.
Drive out here in the wilderness, and we just try and get our way back home. Come on. Dear God, we so gone. Dear God, we so lost. Babies hard and soft, can't fight but bust off. No word, no balls, and no ma and no pa. I said we so lost, and the prophets are so false. They killing us for cost, and the villains are still feeling us, pretending they not fake as fucking they fraud. Fake as fucking they fucking us all. Running off with the ducats, fake and fucking us raw. Disease and pestilence. Tell him I flame when I call. Him and him is the boss. Like the system ain't fucking us all. He tempted the flaws, can't live with the laws. A status, a statue, cause niggas care what it costs. Broke ass nigga, but he don't consider the cost. Still getting swallowed, bread and water. Need to be thinking big, bitch, you keep thinking small. Still getting swallowed, bread and water. Yeah, you need to be thinking big, bitch, you keep thinking small.
Give us our daily bread, but now we got a middleman who got us getting bread daily. Transactions hand to hand. Crime was black on black. For those who stopped hustling and started back, some treated that like you was back on crack. God, please continue to be the one behind our back. If we relax, if we may backslide, we can't relapse. But it's hard when the Maybach cars driving past. You see everything they acting like they sit behind your back. But vibe, but we not. that are empty. We need knowledge, compassion, and empathy shown on our enemies. Lord knows I love war, but that was the empty me. I know how many go, some funerals, we all empty seats. We return to you whether we lit or not. The time where battle failed, still these niggas plot. But the believers, we know the plot twist. If you don't talk to God like that, you can start with this. Hey.
You say,
And we're back.
Yo. What up?
Yes, we are back. Yeah, that was Daily Bread, my man Super Dave, Joe Clear.
I rock with the song, yeah.
And then Super Dave actually did the beat too. We got Joe Clear from Rap City, comedian, activist, and then you got Upside XO. Then my girl Melissa B. Neal. And they asked me to shoot the joint. I was honored to shoot the joint, and I love putting in work with you gotta have a team. You gotta have a tribe that you put in work with, that you grow with, and stuff like that. I think that's important. That's one thing I like about y'all. I ain't say the one thing, but one of the things that I like about y'all is that y'all have a tribe. You have the people that you grow with, that you bounce that energy, that pick you up when you're down. I think a lot of people, lose that.
Yeah, a lot of people try to do it by themselves.
The worst thing that you can hear is the biggest myth or the biggest lie is that there's a solo artist. Because if you're a solo artist and you don't have a team behind you, you're never going to be successful. It's your team. It's a whole bunch of networking that puts people in the right places like that, and it's your team that puts you in that particular place. For sure. And a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, I agree with that. Like, having a team is probably one of the biggest, I would say, advantages.
Yeah.
A loyal team.
Yeah, a loyal team. Because I played sports all my life, and some of those guys that you was on the team with when you was 8 years old, you still remember that nigga as your teammate. Because y'all went to war together, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you see a team aspect outside of, let's say, just sports or just music, and you work together just to build up yourself as a man, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas work on music together, and niggas also come to each other like, bro, like, I'm fucked up, like, help me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, help me out, I need some guidance. Like, it's a team overall, even with the family, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole team like that. That's a very big advantage for
I believe,
us.
Yeah. As we were talking off air before the show came on, I was talking about my late partner GOP. One of the things I always loved about him, when we stopped doing our shows together, and we had two separate shows, he would literally watch my show and he would tell me, yo, that show was dope, or, oh man, your mic is up too loud, or, like, but that's part of the team.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think it's so important, like, to have those people to look out for you so that you don't know, to straighten up your collar so that you, I remember I was going for a job interview and he was like, yo, let me know if you need money to get a haircut or anything, I got you. Like, I want to make you successful.
Yeah.
And that's important to have people around you that want you to be successful.
Yeah. As much as you want to be successful, as much as they want to be successful individually, you guys want each other to be successful as a collective and individually. So that's
plus we all been through things as a collective as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All of us had bad days, you feel me?
Yeah,
all
definitely.
of us was there for those bad days.
Sometimes it's the same bad day.
You feel me? But at the end of the day, we all still here for those bad days, you feel me?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
We blew this back up, you feel me?
Tell us about the mask, man.
You can see it?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, MF Doom, that is one of my biggest inspirations in terms of like being in, like when I rap, you probably can't hear it, but like the way I draw schemes, the way I draw from words, I create words sometimes on my own. I'll just like, make two words together or two or three words, you know what I'm saying? I'm not up to 4 yet, but that's a challenge. But the way Doom, he's just a very, I would say, interesting character to me. I found out about him years ago. I thought my cousin put me onto him, but he didn't. I ended up finding out years later he didn't. So I just came across him, and I was listening to him, and I just liked the way he gave it out, like the skits, the little, you know, things that he puts in his music. He makes his beats as well, so it's like he's very interesting to me. And then like I just fell in love with him.
So
honestly.
came with, he came up through third base because it was KMD.
Yep.
And,
KMD. Yep. Oh yeah, I mean obviously you know I'm talking. Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah,
he came from that, and then when it was time to reinvent himself.
Yep. His brother passed away.
Yeah.
In the car accident, and he left off the record label they was on.
Yep.
Came back. It was I saw a story on YouTube one time. Ghostface Killer was talking about him, and he was like he was rocking with him when he was with KMD.
Yeah.
And then later when he was MF Doom, he did some more stuff with him. Doom and Ghostface got a lot of stuff together, but he was like, he didn't realize I was the same dude.
The same dude.
Yeah, because he walked around with the mask on the whole time.
I didn't know. I know that for a long time. I didn't know who the hell he was.
See?
And then
That's so perfect.
And then when somebody broke down, I don't remember how, but somebody broke down the origin story. I was like, oh, that's dude from KMD. Oh, shoot.
It's mad cool. Like once I figured that out, like doing research, and I'm like, okay, this Doom guy is cool. And then I went back because I didn't know. I knew about Doom, so I didn't know about the KMD aspect of it till I found out about it. I'm like, oh, this dude is like nice. Like, so he's I draw a lot from him in terms of just my orthodox / unorthodox way of delivering my raps, or even because now I make beats, even in terms of the way I do the beat. You know what I'm saying? What I hear. You know what I mean?
So what do you use? What are you using when you make your beats?
I use an app on my phone, honestly, called Koala.
Okay.
I don't know if I should have gave a drop up, but it's all good. Niggas ain't serious about their craft anyway, so it's cool. Some niggas gonna tap in, some niggas not. But yeah, I make them joints on my phone. Shout out to Clean. One random night in December of last year, he walked in the crib. Yo, I make beats now. I hadn't seen a nigga in like a month. He just he's clicking on them joints, and I was like dumbfounded almost. And then so some months later, relating to you, I got my wisdom teeth taken out, and I was out of commission for a good month maybe. You know what I'm saying? Just in terms of not doing much, but not laid up in the bed either. But I'm like, bro, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? And I had for the last 3-4 years, I was watching. I follow this page on Instagram called Songs and Samples, and they always break down a song, a sample. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I start following a bunch of pages like that. So, the pitch up, pitch down, all of that stuff was already in my head, and I already love music. So then, just sitting around, I'm like, hey man, what was the little app you was using, bro? He told me the app. I was like, all right, look, next paycheck, I'm getting that hoe. So I got that joint, and then just started making them. So it's been about 3-4 months now, maybe 5. Yeah, about 5 months now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, once again, that goes back to what we were talking about earlier about having your tribe.
Yeah.
Because your tribe inspires you to do things.
Yup.
Sure. I think that's so dope. A lot of people don't. I don't even think y'all understand how a lot of people don't have that.
That inspiration.
You can have people around you, but that may not be your tribe.
Right, and they might not inspire you at all.
Exactly.
So it's like,
having a bunch of
not for real.
Having a bunch of yes men in your corner don't give you nothing.
It never works.
For real, because we're going to tell you if some doo-doo.
Sure.
Nah, for real.
If we make some doo-doo, and we be like, this on some doo-doo, cuz, you feel me? I might have to pick another beat. It's just hard because we know how we are as a family, you feel me? So it's like, we know how to say certain things to where it's not criticizing you for real, you know what I'm saying?
It's critical.
It's critical,
yeah,
but it's like getting in your ass about nigga you some butter or whatever. It's about,
right. It's to get better.
To get better. We all trying to get better out here, you feel me? And we all inspire each other to get better.
For sure.
I mean, you know, people get offended with constructive criticism, but how is you gonna build your character if no one tells you what you're
Somebody
doing
see it
wrong?
from the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. I had a big problem with that growing up. Like criticism in a way. Like a lot of shit would go wrong, and I would relate criticism with the same. You know what I'm saying? With those same negative things. And I had to just grow up and realize, like, yo, when somebody telling you something, depending on who it's coming from, obviously, it's for the better of you. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna tell you just because they want to talk. Like, obviously, again, depending on who it is. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, the people that I surround myself with personally, like, my family included, like, niggas, they're not going to tell me something that's not going to better me. You know what I'm saying? They're going to, you know, depending on, you know, it might come off a different way, but.
I mean, it's criticism, and then there's niggas that hate.
For sure.
And you have to separate the two.
Yeah.
Because there's some niggas that walk in, oh, you're doing shit.
Yeah.
You ain't even heard that
for
one
sure.
thing.
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
I'll rip them niggas apart.
Facts.
You know,
And I'm gonna be totally transparent, and I'm gonna be totally honest. I used to be a nigga that hates sometimes. Because if I didn't like it, I'd be like, oh, this shit trash.
Right.
I ain't even heard nothing. I thought that shit trash.
Right.
Because I just think I might have felt some way about it, or we just didn't click.
Mm-hmm.
And as I got older, I had to learn to stop doing that because then I had to think about it. If I was on the opposite side and somebody do that, I'd be ready to fight a nigga. Right? For real is trash, nigga, step outside.
Oh, what's up with that?
At the end of the day, art is art. You feel me?
Yeah.
So however
It's your
somebody
own version.
Portray that art in within themselves to bring it out. It takes a lot to bring out some trash.
No, I
what
do.
I'm saying? but at the end of the day, they burn that joint out, so you gotta respect it.
But at the same time, I had to learn that art is art. And everybody's interpretation of art is different.
Also
yeah,
that.
for sure, because my interpretation shit.
You know,
facts. I about to say something.
I'm real.
I mean,
critical. Yeah.
I grew up under Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, KRS-One. They ain't sell as many records as Hammer, I can tell you that. So,
yeah.
In my opinion, Hammer was not lyrical and he sucked. But a lot of people loved him.
I mean,
they loved his art.
Big John like wasn't, but I understand where.
But he had,
people like.
It took a while for me to understand his place in hip hop, and then I had to understand that hip hop was big enough for everybody. But it took a while because I was like, that dude trash. But then when you hear his story.
It's like,
but then when you hear the story and then what he did, he wasn't as trash as you think because he employed, like, at one point he had employed over 100 black people, some of them gang members.
Damn.
So when I hear that, I'm like, you know, maybe he wasn't trash.
Right. He was good.
I didn't think about it, but you know,
he could just be a good person but still be trash. You know?
Right.
At 15, I'm listening to Rakim, and I'm like, yo, this shit's got my mind open. He talking God body. This nigga wearing pants and dancing. I don't dance, so I don't relate to that.
Yeah, you had to grow up to understand the impact of it.
Yeah,
for sure.
I feel that.
It's all about the impact.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. Like I feel you on that. Like on a generational thing. Like there was a point in time where I'm like listening to Kendrick and Cole. You know what I'm saying? Like anything else, I'm like, yo, that shit. Yo, I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? That's ignorant. You know what I mean? But I had to expand my palette in terms of because I was telling. One of my bros the other day, like some of the music that I hear now, even if it's like it's trap, whatever it is, I can hear talent. I can hear good music. So even if you talking about, you know, pouring up a foot, whatever you talking about, if there's creativity behind it. if there's like if I can hear, you know, deep thought behind, you know, what you put behind it, I like it because I can hear that you put some thought into even what you wrote down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I rock with that, you know?
Definitely. I learned to appreciate the stuff that you don't see.
Yeah.
You know, I was never in the streets trapping. My brother did enough time for all of us.
Me either.
You know, but when I hear trap music, I don't like, oh my God, this is the worst thing. Nah, if it's good, it's good. Good music gonna believe.
You
and
gonna
then
hear something.
You gotta, and a lot of people don't know what these other people do. You know, I remember Jeezy bought her mother a van because she needed it.
Yeah.
You just just because I think one of her sons was I don't know, he was sick or crippled or something, and but he won't put stuff like that out
Right.
in the mainstream because it's not made for the mainstream.
Right.
If you give it, because I ain't never been, I will never be a dude that's like, yo, film me giving somebody.
I hate that shit, bro.
I'll never be on that 6ix9ine shit. Film me giving homeless people money because.
Why you doing that?
Because you're not doing it for real.
Yeah. Why you need people? What is that, bro?
No, I'm saying just give them this.
Yeah. I feel like why do you need people to see you doing something like
Good.
that? Yeah, something
It's that-
good.
It's that word we used to say all the time.
Oh.
Social media fiends.
Yo, we got
These niggas are social
media fiends. Yeah,
sure.
they be like, oh shit, they be, oh my god, I
I'm
need
telling
to-
you, if the whole world
Internet shut down.
crash,
Oh, a
internet
lot of
shut
people.
down,
They will be running around like chickens with their head cut off.
and I'll
Like,
be on the block selling my CDs.
you feel me? Nah, real shit. Like, and it's funny because even they get on me sometimes about like social media. Like, I need to get better at my social media presence in terms of promotion and things like that. It's all a business at the end of the day. I think just the old soul in me see it like this. If them niggas back in the day didn't have no internet and they blew up, you feel me? Now they had to sell their CDs and their records and go to the record store and set up a thing like, oh, you ain't got that new Clean Water Hampton album? Damn. And then they like, oh, who that? Let me go find out. You know what I mean? That's not a thing anymore. So it's like, I still think it is. So that's how I'm going to play it. I'm going to use social media and things like that. But I'm still going to play it like it's the old days. Like, I got to meet a person. I got to come to person, shake a hand, kiss a baby. That's what they say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel like I'm going to do it. Like, in person.
So here's the thing. With social media, you still got to meet your fan base.
For sure.
You still got to connect with your fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Because I cannot be a fan of your music, but then I can be a fan of your actions, and then I go back and re-listen to your music and be
Right.
like, I fuck with dude now.
Yeah, he cool.
Yeah. Just off general.
Mm-hmm.
So you just never know. But it's good to build a connection.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of artists, a lot of young artists don't know the power of networking. They think social media is networking, and putting one video up and thinking that you're gonna go viral.
Right.
Like that's
Nah.
That's a crackhead's dream.
Yeah.
You gotta be in the field with it.
Yeah.
Especially if you let it, John.
And it's not reality. But you do have to connect with your fan base, you know.
For sure. I ain't gonna lie, dude. One of my performances one time, dude asked me, he was like, "Man, bro, can I get a hug?" Like I felt like real shit. He was like, "Yo, I felt that shit, yo," and I was like, the me part of me was like, "What, nigga? Hell no!" But the artist part of me understood that you hold impact when you're up there standing, holding that mic in your hands. And You never know what people, how they relate to what you're saying.
You never know how powerful your music. I remember one of my last runs as being an artist. We was in North Carolina, and I remember, and these females ain't say shit to us all day. And we performed, and next thing you know, they're singing my song.
Damn.
I've never had nobody in the DMV sing my song with me. And these dudes have never heard my song.
Right, and they singing it with
And
you.
they singing a chorus like, I'm a superstar. These chicks went from not talking to us to, oh man, y'all should stay the night here. Da, 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 da. And you never know how your music affects people and the power of your music.
Yeah, because honestly, I was doing, at the time of starting to really lock in on the music, I was, I'm on a spiritual journey still, but one of those aspects was like the energy that you hold. So I found out that the energy that you put on the page is the energy that they feel when they listen to it. Sometimes, I will give example, Tears Under the Doom Mask, the energy that I felt when I wrote one particular song, bro felt that on the outside when I rapped it. And it was so surreal to me, because there's a difference between reading in a book and actual, practical evidence of something. You know what I mean? And like I read about that, energy and music and the frequency waves and all of that. But in terms of actually seeing it come through, it's like, oh, this is real. This actually affects people. So if I can affect somebody that's right here, and I drop this music on Apple Music and SoundCloud and YouTube, well, he's not the only one that's going to feel like that. You know what I'm saying? He's not the only one that's going to, relate my struggle with his own struggle or their own struggle. So it's like I put a lot of, when I write certain songs, like shout out to the Glorified team, like I got on a song with our niggas, and it took me 3 months to write the verse. But it's one of the best verses I've ever written in my life. And I still listen to it like, damn, I wrote that. But it took so long because, like, I think I came up with, like, 2 lines maybe every 2 weeks. And it was just like, but I wanted to take my time because it was one of my first songs with somebody else. So, but that's the whole thing about the music, like, the impact it has on people. I'm real big on that show.
You did.
Okay, so let me get to one of these real questions. It is the 50th year of hip hop.
Yeah.
This is a blessing.
Facts. Shout out to hip hop, man. Was it Cool Herc? Cool Herc?
Cool Herc, yes.
Yeah.
In the Bronx.
Yeah.
What is your Mount Rushmore of hip hop?
Oh, of hip hop. Damn, you threw me off. Cause I was
hip hop. Like, that's easy. Cause we was talking about
overall
all time.
Yeah.
So
hip hop. Alright. That's better.
That's just like better.
Yeah. Alright. Hip hop. I'm gonna go MF. It's gonna be the mask on the Mount Rushmore, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna go Andre 3K, because that's my dog. And early on, niggas used to say I sounded like him a little bit. I ain't hear it, but Doom, Andre. All time of hip hop, though.
Sure is.
Doom, Andre. Rest in peace, my nigga Mac. I'm putting Mac up there.
Okay.
And number 4. See, I told you that. Number 4.
Number 4, dude.
I'm gonna be bold. You gonna ask me why?
Probably.
All right, I'm gonna say, can it be a half a face?
It's your mountain.
All right, my mountain, rest of my mountain. So Mac, Doom, Andre, half Jizza the Genius.
Okay, I love the Jizza.
That's my dog.
Not gonna question that.
Yeah.
You do a half.
Hey man, nah. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna stay solid. Number 4 is Jizza the Genius.
Yeah, you can't get Jizza half.
Nah, you right though.
I still play Liquid Swords.
Facts, man. That's my jam, though. That whole album is my jam. Fourth Chamber is one of my favorite songs ever. Like, anyways, yeah, I would say Doom, Andre, Matt, and Jizza the Genius. Cause I kind of it's weird that I thought it watching the Wu-Tang show. I was like, damn, I'm kind of like him a little bit. Then niggas start saying like, bro, you like him? All you need is a little chewing stick. I was like, oh, all right, well.
So the funny thing about the Jizza is when he first came out, he came out as a genius, and they marketed him way wrong.
Them first couple, that first album.
And then when they came out as Wu, and he was the Jizza, and he was himself.
Yeah. That wordplay.
Like I said, I still listen to it. Liquid Swords made me buy the Shogun Assassin because I had to know
what was going on.
What was the movie? I had to find what actually went on through that
particular movie. I'm about to go watch
movie.
that jump now.
The Shogun Assassin is a dope ass movie.
Choose the ball, and you go with your mother.
Yeah, that right there had me right there. That line right there, right before the song.
Yeah. That shit is
made me like, yo, whatever this movie is, yo, I got to own this shit.
For sure. Yeah, Genius, man. when I started my Genius research, he was like, that's another person when I write.
And he also, but here's the thing too. You know, he also teaches.
Yes, he's very smart.
He also is literally a professor.
Isn't it like quantum physics or something
like that? Yeah, he's like
a genius, bro. Like real talk. So I rock with him because he can rap also, but he's like an actual genius. And I asked them, like, I used to brag all the time, I'm a genius. I kind of fell off on that, but like,
I mean, people see. And here's the thing too. People don't even get when he says the woo was too big for the cold chilling labels.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when he first came out, he was on Cold Chillin', and they had him doing "Do Me."
Yeah, come do me.
And that wasn't, that wasn't him.
Yeah, that joint.
And then I think when the RZA dropped, they did "Oh I Love You, Rakim," which is actually my real name,
for real.
Rakim.
Oh, so you was hot in the streets, my boy.
And then Tommy Boy didn't promote him the right way, and they dropped him.
Yeah.
But it was, that's why when he says when he does those things, and he got that song called Labels, and he breaks the shit down. But you gotta know the story to really know what he's talking about.
Right.
Like,
That's tough. Yeah, the Genius, man. He's like I said, when I write too, he's one of them.
I mean, shoot. I mean, Grave Diggers was my shit. I love that album.
Yeah.
Grave Diggers and Killer Priest Heavy Mental was some deep stuff.
Yeah. I got to tap into that jump.
Cause the song Heavy Mental has no beat, but he's just going off.
Who you for, bro?
Who you got? Don't get quiet now.
Yeah, he trying to sound.
No. He thought we was gonna forget.
I ain't gonna forget. I'm just trying to figure it out. All right. So, rest in peace, Mac. I gotta put Mac up there. Mac Miller. 2, Wiz Khalifa. 3, Redman.
Okay.
He looked like Red.
I listen to a lot of music.
Yeah, bro, that shit hard.
Either, jeez Louise.
See why I said that half shit now?
I've been thinking about this fourth man for a minute. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. If it's not Snoop, it's definitely probably Bodie James.
Shout out Bodie. I was not gonna ask, but that's your man though.
Bodie James up there. He gotta be.
Yeah, that's your man.
Honorable mention.
He get
Gil
to
Scott
that.
Heron. I gotta put Gil Scott Heron on the honorable mention. Got to.
Is that hip hop?
Man, he was
He's the godfather of
man,
hip hop.
Godfather. And then
Gil
shout
Scott
out.
Heron technically is one of the godfathers of hip hop.
Shout out Sylvia
The Last
Rock.
Poets. They if you listen to their stuff, it's built the foundation.
Yeah, for sure.
Of what it is.
For sure.
It's funny though because Karis One broke down this old joint and he's like, one of the first rhymes traveled all the way from not just New York, but there was stories told of it being, from the South, all the way even back to the motherland. So,
yeah.
Yeah,
that's the power of hip hop.
Man, hip hop, man. Hip hop, man, on the culture, man. It's one of the biggest impacts. Like, look at AI, look at Mike Vick, like 2000s, like the sleeves, the cornrows, the tattoos, the earrings, like niggas wanted to. They wasn't rapping on the field, but because of the average quarterback was just staying still. You know what I'm saying? Throw the ball. Mike Vick out there doing the ooh-wop shadooey, and it's like it was almost like it was hip hop.
When you think of the early 2000s, you gotta think of like the And1 mixtape,
And1
movement.
Yeah, bro, Hot Sauce and them.
It was a whole movement of how much hip hop has changed everything from clothes, fashion, cars.
But you want to wear
drinks.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
When they said Hennessy, okay, well we drinking Henny this time.
Yep.
Okay, then somebody was on Bacardi Limon. Okay, now we drinking Bacardi Limon this year.
Yep.
Now we drinking Alizé or Bombay. That's my shit right there. But it's so much that it has influenced. Hip hop has made people a lot of money, not just artists, but like these clothing brands and stuff like that.
Endorsements, all that. All them white people buying it though.
So, you know,
Yeah.
Change says everything. Beat by Dre's, you know, headphones, Tidal, streaming services.
Yep.
You don't see, and there's no disrespect in the other genre of music, but you don't see an R&B nigga making liquor and making streaming services.
Hell no.
Because the hustle of hip hop is that we just don't stop. Okay, I make money here. I need to do this to make money over here.
Yeah.
I do, you know, boom, boom, boom.
Nah, for real, exactly. That's a fact. It's the multiple ways to get it done.
And don't get me wrong, like, you'll see an R&B like Chris Brown has bought restaurants, like Burger Kings and Popeyes and stuff. That's cool. But Jay-Z has partnered with a major liquor company.
Yeah.
Diddy partnered with a major liquor company. Like, Jay-Z started, like, at one point,
he got Tidal.
He helped with the Nets to Brooklyn.
Ace of Spades.
Like, you
Ain't
know,
that his shit?
Ace of Spades, yeah.
Ain't that Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got that because the Cristal people didn't like black people drinking their shit.
What? That's wicked. Them wicked.
The stupid thing is that black people still drink that shit because they be like, oh, well, you know, I don't want to do that because, you know, I've been drinking Cristals for so many years.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely heard niggas say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, hip hop has changed if we talk over the last 30 or 40 years, hip hop has changed the culture, not just the culture of hip hop has not just changed music, but has changed the world.
It changed. I ain't gonna lie. If you think about it, like, if you look at U.S. culture, it's black culture to me. Like hip hop and all the things that come with it, the movies, how, you know what I'm saying, how it plays and all that thing. Like, our country itself is based on not solely on hip hop, but a lot of the aspects.
It's at least 80% of it is based on, maybe even 90.
You feel me? It's basically any, like, hip hop, the graffiti, the breakdance, and all of the things that come with it. You know, the making the beats and all that. Like,
But when the last time you seen an R&B or a country cartoon? Hip hop has had cartoons.
Man, that's a fact.
You know, from Kid and Play to MC Hammer to when the last time you seen like a good like
Andre 3000 had a cartoon too. If y'all don't know about that, it's called Classic 3000, and he was a music teacher and shit. And it was like
Tone Loc had a cartoon.
Damn,
It was CJ and something, and he was the voice of the bear.
I didn't know that.
Biz Markie and Tone Loc both did voiceovers for cartoons for years.
Kill. I seen Biz Markie at the Safeway around my way, like maybe a year before he passed. It was crazy. I saw him.
Yo, if you have the Showtime or the Paramount Plus app, watch the Biz Markie documentary. Dope. You'll get a whole new insight of Biz Markie and his mind. You know, he understood hip hop so Biz Markie is the forces that gave us Rakim and Big Daddy Kane.
Damn, I ain't know that.
I ain't know that neither. I was like, wow.
Damn,
Like,
Biz. I did hear, not have heard Biz was like very large, like a large impact on the hip hop. Like,
man.
If we didn't have him, we wouldn't have had Busta. Like, I definitely heard things like that.
Biz made it cool to be funny, and he didn't want to be super lyrical, but he knew his lane and he stuck to it. You know, the funny thing is, when they tell the story of how they did Just a Friend, people was telling him, yo, that shit is whack. That shit ain't his manager was like, that shit ain't gonna work. And then when he got that money and got that gold record off that joint, everybody was like,
gold record off that joint. Nah, that joint ain't hot. That joint ain't hot. Nah, that's, yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, like, growing up, like, in terms of, you know, in hip hop, I would listen to hip hop, but I was more so listening to oldies and jazz for real, because it's my dad. But kicking it with this nigga, I really had to, like, dive into, like, find out, you know, the ins and outs of hip hop itself. Not just what people saying, not just the song itself, not just the beat, but like the intricacies of hip hop itself. You know what I'm saying? That's when like.
For sure. Shout out Sylvia Robinson, man. Y'all know who Sylvia Robinson is. Look her up. She the first.
If you don't,
she signed Sugar Hill Gang.
Sugar Hill Gang.
Yeah. Sure.
What people don't realize is hip hop had always been doing independent music without a major label for a very long time. Like we started in the game with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just gets lost in the sauce, like because when people saw hip hop making money, then they want to control it.
Yep.
And it's easier if you control the narrative, then you control what gets put out and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna put this message in the raps. I mean, I already do. Man, you know, Apple Music took my shit down. They took Spirit Detective down and Bricks Part 1. Anyways, yeah, I got a series like they call The Bricks, but basically like that's my political rap. You know what I'm saying? Like I get real political and angry at not even just white people, because I upgraded my message. Like at first I was just angry at white people, like I'm not gonna lie, but then it switched from black versus white to good versus evil.
Yeah.
So my message became, you know, so those songs that I do, like I'll put, you know, a message here and there in the regular songs because that's just how I rap anyway. But those songs are direct like that because it's like I feel like everybody needs to hear it a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like
definitely.
You might not want to. You might not be the one to go to the protest and the riot, but you might be the one to go to the forum and sit down on a panel with lawmakers and try to get something done. You know what I'm saying? So like those raps directly, you know what I'm saying, are so angry because I want you to feel what I'm feeling and, you know, go do it in your own way.
Right, so now I gotta be messy real quick and do a public service announcement. Yeah. So, what's your name? Russell Sag the Fourth. If you haven't shared the video, don't be putting for me a link in here to go to your music because I'll never go to that shit. I'm not gonna play that shit. Like that is just messy and like it's just like dog.
Hey,
like don't do that shit.
Hey,
like,
bro, you funny as hell.
Stupid.
He said go listen to my music, y'all.
Like yo, fuck that and fucking music. Like come on, man.
Listen to my music,
like,
nigga. You in here and he in here? My bad.
He put the shit in the comments. Like
yeah, go listen to Thread Hampton and Cleanwater Jenkins, nigga.
So if you ain't about the artists that we got in here, like.
Get this guy.
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna delete your shit as soon as the
show over. Yo,
like,
check me out.
But when people do that, like, I just look. You ain't shared the shit. You ain't like the shit. But you got the nerve to put your shit there. Like
my brother Wayne always be saying, "Bro, you always think about yourself." That's all they do.
And when people do that, like if my old my other two co-hosts there, they would tell you when people do that shit, I put them on blast real quick. I
straight up say, yo,
and I would delete your shit. Like I say your name and everything.
He probably in the house sweating, mad as hell, like, yo, that nigga just called me out. Hey,
he should have been smarter than that.
Nah, for real, cuz.
That's not networking. And that's not promoting.
He think that's
networking is hitting my inbox and saying, "Yo, cuz, I like what you're doing. Is it possible? Can I get an interview? And we can work something out." But don't shit on the people who I'm interviewing, because then I'm gonna treat you like shit.
Real shit though. Nah, you smooth. Yeah, you smooth dude, bro. Let him know, man.
You know, don't do that clown shit. That's clown shit to me.
Put my SoundCloud link in the bio.
Y'all just gotta understand. There's a lot of clowns out here.
Yeah, man. It's a
circus.
circus.
They need to go to the circus. This ain't the circus. This at the bar, not at the circus.
You feel me? Nah, for real though.
So.
Yeah, that whole thought process.
So we about to play 2 videos. I'm about to play good old Troll Almighty's joint. And then I'm gonna play your joint.
Which Troll joint you playing? Is it Go Up?
The Glow Up joint.
Before you play that joint, I just want to say that me and brother right here, Cleanwater Jenkins, we directed that video. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
you know, niggas, you know what I mean? We sat down, bumped heads on that jump, and, you know, made a masterpiece. But shout out Tro for bringing it to life.
It's one of the very few videos that, because he actually did the video the right way, in which he has the commercials on it. So normally, if I ain't gonna lie, if your shit got commercials on, I usually just don't play it. So the thing about it is though, so when the commercials play on the video, that means you generate revenue.
Okay,
so, so you know, my folks, so I'll be like, you know, I let it go.
Yeah.
Normally I just be like, I ain't playing this shit, got commercials.
Right.
But we're gonna play that joint, and then we're gonna play your joint, and then we're gonna finish wrapping this up, because this conversation can go all day for real. So we definitely gonna have you back though.
Yeah, no doubt.
Alright, let's do this.
Yo, this is cool.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon is not with physical products. It's Amazon's other company, Audible. Audible pays me $8,000 to $10,000 every single month in passive income, and I'm not the only one. People like Katrina and Carla, Elena, Renee, all making thousands of dollars a month in passive income using the same system.
I do this on a part-time basis, about 5 to 10 hours a week. I earn about $40,000 a year. There's no other job that pays with that little time.
The best part is it's literally a done-for-you system. You're not buying any merchandise, you're not storing any merchandise, you're not shipping any merchandise, and you need zero tech skills to get started in making thousands of dollars a month in passive income from Audible. Now, I wish I could say I'm the genius who discovered this method, but I'm not. I learned everything from the Mickelson twins. I took their free training, the same free training that's linked below, turned around and made my first $100 in 7 days. And you could be next. All you need to do is click the link and I'll take you to a free workshop where you'll learn the same done-for-you 4-step process that we are using to make thousands of dollars every month in passive income. The reason people are having such amazing results so fast is because hardly anyone knows about this. Look, you could ignore this just because it's an ad, or you can click the link below and find out why this 4-step process is working for so many people and why it can work for you. And just by clicking the link and watching the short training today, you're gonna get 3 bonuses that have not been offered before. So click the link to claim your bonuses and get in on the ground floor of this amazing opportunity for passive income. Look, the most important thing you can do right now is don't waste any more time. Click the link, go through the free training, and learn the 4-step process that is providing financial freedom for so many others. Click the link, and I'll see you in the training.
Damn, that was the whole ad?
Yeah, that shit was long.
What the fuck? Hey, Tro getting streams, boy. You got a 6-minute ad.
Oh my god, the Wi-Fi is out.
Let's do this.
Did we get too far back there? Nerd alert! Are you ready for this level of responsibility?
It's gonna be perfect.
That's insanity.
I might could have cheated and just recorded it and then reposted it without the ad.
I feel that.
It's me.
Play it and get some money, so
yeah. So that's cool.
Welcome to the stage, Tro Almighty! So good to see you, Tro. How are you? Oh, it's so great to have you on the show. So, tell me, what's it like being Tro Almighty?
Now every time I call up, I just get my soul up. Her shit kinda fat, threw it back like she know us. She be telling lies, every lie, it's so us. Switch from my past, off the drugs, about to go up. I've been sipping walk all week, got to go cup. She bitch wanna eat on me, tell her go nuts. Can't give her no love, probably never show none. I've been Chelsea, nose bitch, feeling so numb. New bitch look like she from off a poster. Say she all in love, don't really know her. Say she got a nigga, but I'm colder. She don't even know I'm about to show her. I get too high, you ain't fucking with me. Can't tell the difference, who really for me. Niggas and mo isn't really the beat. Niggas ain't real, they got bitch in they chain. Niggas want beef, it ain't nothing to me. Say he wants
smoke, we gon' up it and see. Got them together and nothing to see. Should've known better than fucking with me. Feel like I'm Pablo and trapping the piece. Feel like I'm Johnny and step on the scene. Fuck at the dash like I'm Lightning McQueen. Jamming like Jack with a couple of beans. She saying no nigga really fucking with me. I been knew that bitch, you saying nothing to me. I know we too toxic and it won't work. Everything is stopping and we both hurt. Thumbing through these hundreds like a folder. RPs I've been popping, I ain't sold. Now every time I call up, I just get my soul up. Her shit kinda fat, threw it back like she know us. She be telling lies, I be lying, yeah, that's so us. Demons from my past, off the drugs, about to go up. I've been sipping wine all week, got to go cups. If bitch wanna eat on me, tell her go nuts. Can't give her no love, probably never show none. I've been counting C-notes, bitch, feeling so numb. I've been feeling so numb. I've been feeling so numb. So every time I pull up, I just get my soul up. Every time I pull up, I just get my soul up. I've been feeling no love, probably never show none.
Exactly what we're working on.
But that's it. Thank you for Troy Almighty coming to the stage.
That nigga really dropped the video.
He really dropped the video. Crazy talk.
And these are we, these niggas. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Oh, man, my trust is hanging on by a thread. Hampton, the benefactor for the teachings of the self. Don't mention the healing factor when my mind is off the shelf. Can't speak it to either, cause in time I know itself. Unlock the sheet for lethal doses, know there's power in my cells. Inhale, exhale, slay the dragon, kill him with my scales. I off the page, you can't imagine leaving fragments of my steel. For real. Non-fiction books of war, trips to the corner store. Mom's cooking after 4, bombs over Baghdad came out, I was mad young. 14 years later, going crazy like I used to. Power music, that's revival. Power music, that's revival. Power music, that's revival. Survivors report said we go to the man's gun and go where the gods go. The angels of the ark just been preaching the gospel and hearing God spoke, but knowing what I know. The wordsmith creates patterns, earthquakes, sick birds. The third wish erase balance, the genie in the earth. Oh man, my trust is hanging on by a thread. Hampton gon' be a factor when they talk about infrared. Focus know the secret message like Ocean's 11. My brain flow broke codes, also known as a weapon. That's the history, but there's no end to a legend. And I'm gone.
I'm play one more and then we'll be back.
Yes, indeed. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been hitting them notes lately, bro.
You need to know what's up. Hey, look. Hey, DJ F, if you ready to do this shit, hey, numbers. Let me tell you something real quick, man. You did your motherfucking thing tonight, man. And we going here. But they just heard you. You did. You heard? You might know what's up. We only do this shit real right here. 12-24 long. We doing this shit right here. Are you ready, Slim?
Hey, our mics on?
You sure you ready?
And I really went back and listened to the person. He be doing that shit. I'm like, hold up, bruh. I know where I heard it from. That's why I say, y'all. I was just telling him, I know that. I was like, bro, he found it. Yeah. I was like, not only do he really like Shawty, but like, they a power couple, nigga. Like, they're both
that's my safe word. All these bitches be a drug, that's my gateway. I be such a bitch that when they call out my day. Dispatch to them fans, but you catch this KK. Every day's a payday. Open that safe, yeah. Won't do that way. Don't care what you say, yeah. I'm on the way. Jump back like 2, 3. I make you fade away. I can never trust no dog. Never give them what I got. I just pull up on the guy that I pull up off the line. You can never run my day. Only thing you in my way. Always acting like a boss. Every time I took a loss. All on me. She all on me. She just watch me count up about 100 G's. I just push that weight and make 100 G's. I just want the money, power, and a piece. All on me, it's all on me. I just touched down in the land for the week. Had to go and get away from the streets. Cause they know a nigga act, it's all on me. It's all on me, pay your fee. All these niggas all around me, we gon' see. Ain't shit sweet, got respect, say shit free. Pay them shoes, pay them jeans, got you down to a T. Even riding in Miami, got me gripping on my feet. Gotta move fast, go by the side when she down on me. All these snitches, all these ops, see them around. Give me props, don't you vouch for me. Always clutching on that line, keep around with me. Tell them on the left, count my pesos. Someone check the record, they call me Fuego. Loaded on the step, get out the way door. On my wrist, pull up the Draco. What the heck for? How I gotta go? Never really care what you fight for. On my payroll, this bitch you might go. All these niggas around me do what I say so. All on me, she on me. She just wants me counting about 100 G's. I just push that weight and make 100 G's. I just want the money, power, and a piece. All on me, it's all on me. I just touched down in the land for the week. Had to go and get away from the streets. Cause they know a nigga act, it's all on me.
Boy, what the hell that mean? I'm gonna say it mean retro.
So we about to get up out of here. That last joint that was all on me. That's my artist, my nephew Renegade. I shot that joint at Ocean Lounge.
Okay.
That's a performance joint.
Yeah.
So big shout out to Troll Almighty. Shout out to Left Lane though. Yo man, I can't play your video. That joint say private now, Left Lane though. But salute to you. We gotta get you back. 'Cause I know you got your clothing line thing going on too. I saw the commercial for that, or I saw it on IG. You had little commercials and stuff for it. I don't like to say little because it's fun. Like I'm trying to say it, but I like what you're doing.
Cause Cho keep buying all the hats.
Cho keep buying all the hats, yo.
Keep buying all the hats.
That nigga,
my bread ain't got mine though.
Kill.
So you know, I don't know why
He
you
know he
decided
got
to hand him a hat that says clean on it that you personally made for me. But it's okay. But it's okay, cause I'm gonna get it. I just gotta buy a hat from you, bro, because I had to get my bread out real quick.
yo, y'all tap in with them Left Lane hats, man. I should have wore my joint in here today. Ain't go with the fit though. But yeah, go get them Left Lane hats, man. Them joints hot, man.
Shout out to Ray from Janky Visuals.
Yes, sir.
For
Shout out
showing us
Ray.
out.
Yes, sir.
That's my guy. Me and his father go way back.
Word.
Shout
out Ray, man.
I love what he's doing and stuff like that.
Janky Society, man. Them boys, they work hard.
Ray putting in work and stuff, man. I love what he's doing and stuff. So, definitely should salute to him. Actually, that event where that video was shot at, it was Ray's event.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's the power of networking.
Facts.
That's the power of networking. Yeah. Like, me and Ray father go way back. He introduced me to one of my business partners now who I do these shows with. So Ray threw an event. We came out there. Renegade got to bless it. Boom, boom, boom. And, we promoted. I would have been at Troll's joint It was just a hectic weekend, and Ray couldn't pick me up.
Oh, you talking about the Trocade?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
we were
Yeah.
Yeah, that joint was lit, dog.
Because I was actually supposed to come out to the record.
Oh,
because one of the prizes was the interview at the bar.
Yeah.
This,
I won third place. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what it is.
Yeah.
So we definitely like, you know, we definitely partner with each other and we network with each other and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, and of course I've had Left Lane on here and I had Troll on here too. Actually, I was just with Troll down. We was at North Carolina.
Word. Oh, okay.
We was down in North Carolina. And it's always, like I say, always good to have a tribe because we always show each other love and we always, build one another. So definitely.
That's all it is. It's all love. That's what we do. Sure.
So, any shout outs I got before we get up out of here?
Shit. I think we shouted out everybody, but shout out to you for having me. You know what I'm saying? Having us, you know what I mean?
Watch out for the new stuff.
Oh yeah. First, I'm gonna shout out to my peoples, my parents. I know y'all niggas watching. You know what I'm saying? My brothers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the mob. Shout out to the Janky Squad. Shout out to the Glorified Squad. Global Gleam. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shout out JB. Shout out Kyle. You know what I mean? News to new shit though. I just dropped a little EP series of Deja Vu. We can go check that out. We dropped a video. Thank you. Have a nice day.
For sure.
That's out on YouTube.
Send me the link.
Okay. Yeah. TSB Part 1. Thank you. Have a nice day. Go check out Heist Nice 2 because that's the Part 2 of the whole situation. You gonna dig it once you see both videos. Working on some new shit. I got an album that's coming out. I don't know when, but it's called The Puppet Master. So be aware of that because that's going to be like a movie, honestly. Okay. And speaking of movies, I got some short films I'm working on. So be prepared to see my name on a lot of stuff. Me and bro got a tape album we about to do. Well, we working on that right now, honestly.
Yeah.
So be prepared to see the TSB name out there real soon. Yeah, just stay tuned, you know, and yeah.
Alright, that's what it is. Clean water, what you got, man? Who you got?
Shit, shout out my niggas, man. Y'all know who y'all is.
Type shit.
We talked about y'all all day, you feel me? Shout out Monty, shout out Mike White, you feel me? Shit, what I got coming up? I got hella videos. I'm working on hella videos right now. Hella videos and I've been working on my album for about 2 years. 2 years? It's about to be 2 years? Jeez Louise.
Yeah,
oh, man. All I know is somebody to be a masterpiece. It's called Walter Williams. Just watch out for that, John. I'm gonna let y'all know it's coming smoothly. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm excited to hear this nigga's album. Like, I don't know. Like, he be telling me shit. He be like, bro, this one going on Walter Williams. I be feeling like I'm getting like TMZ inside information for that shit, bro. Like,
I'm hyped for that, John. I'm just focused on the rollout for that, John, and just really just get the ball rolling.
We definitely gonna have y'all back. Funny thing is, it's how the coincidence. The video I played has the mask in it.
For sure.
That's you got the mask almost everywhere.
I have that shit everywhere. Yeah.
That's dope though.
Cause it's almost like you know how Thor get the hammer and so for me, the Doom mask is almost like I don't rap like him or do what he does, but it's almost like one of the greatest is always with me. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the your favorite rapper is always with me at all times.
I feel you. So
yeah, me and Bernie Mac have the same birthday as well.
So the interesting thing about Doom itself, so Dr. Doom is not a supervillain.
No.
Dr. Doom is a diplomat.
Diplomat. Explain that to me. I like this.
He's a dictator of his own country.
Damn.
He has his own country.
Right. He's
Dr. Doom never goes to jail because he's not a criminal. He's a diplomat.
Huh. I see. I see him so different now, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I already, like, my bros know, like, I already rocked with him because of the whole translation to MF, but, like, wow, I didn't even... That's
one of the things particularly why he probably chose Dr. Doom because he's unlike any other supervillain because he's not a supervillain. He's a diplomat.
He ripped Thanos' spine out his back.
Yeah,
That's
when he
crazy.
was God King Doom. He's a diplomat that's as smart as Reed Richards.
Which is like, come on, man.
And he's as smart as Reed Richards. He can build armor like Iron Man. And he has mysticism, not quite on the level of Doctor Strange,
Right.
but right underneath Doctor
I'm about to
Strange.
say it's up there.
So he has the intelligence, he has the tech, and he has mysticism.
That's crazy. Shout out Dr. Doom, dog. What the hell? All right, now you know what? He might be. Yeah, he's the top 2 favorite Marvel characters for me. I'm not gonna lie.
And just the way he talks is you know,
Yeah.
when he talks in third person, that shit is like hilarious to me.
It's a
It is dope though.
Yeah, for sure.
He's like, you disappoint Doom.
I think.
Don't you do?
I think that's why our brother Doe do that. Maybe.
But but it's one of the most things like Doctor Doom is not. He's a diplomat. He has his own country.
I rock with that. I drew a picture of Dr. Doom like a month ago. It wasn't that good, but I tried.
But you know, so that's why it's so interesting for when he chose that character because of what he actually represented.
Yeah, I rock with that even more now. So I appreciate that insight too. Actually, I appreciate you on a lot of the insights you was giving me today on the background stories of the certain shit.
Man,
I know it.
I love these conversations. I love an interview that's a conversation and not like pulling teeth or anything like that. It's like a good conversation, and that's what we had.
For sure.
Well, we about to get up out of here because I need sleep.
Yeah, I can dig it.
Hey, I can dig that, huh?
And shoot, other than that, we about to get out. Oh yeah, so we're gonna end this with another video that I actually shot. Shout out to my girl Melissa V. Neal. This joint is better.
My job throwing me up.
Oh man.
Quit your 9 to 5 job.
Shit. It's money first and I quit. Sorry about it. What they tell you come in?
Oh, fam, come on. Man.
Hi, you reached the listening and you never have to speak ever.
I told you that I got you and I told you that I love you, but I'm knowing that you're tired of hearing the same thing. Supposed to be is in a whip, switching the same lanes, and I'm knowing that it's hard, but baby, just don't change. I don't wanna break your heart or contribute no more pain, cause without you like a dog, I'd be going so insane. I don't wanna break this bond, we link just like chains, and I know that shit get hard, but baby, it's gon' rain.
You said I don't have to worry. You said that nigga ain't me. You know he shattered my heart, but you said you pick up the pieces. Promise after promises. You gon' do that and you do this. All I get is your excuses. But I'm tired of your excuses. Now I'm starting to feel like being with you is such a mistake. And every time I call it quits, calling my phone begging me to stay. Like a fool, I take you back, cause I'm a fool for love and you